small defined spots. I mean, that's like, it's like my old lady's diamond ring. Hey addicts, welcome back to another episode of Addicted Fishing. Today we're out on the Columbia River. We're gonna be chasing some upriver bright fall Chinook. It's been a hell of a run this year. Got lots of fish in the river. In fact, they just gave us an extension, so should be pretty good fishing. I had a group of clients today that had extra room, so we threw Alex on board. We're gonna go out and catch some fall Chinook, so stay tuned, and hopefully we'll have a fish on here real soon. Let's go, baby. We have these fish fighter rod stations here. Basically, you're gonna pop out, and then I want you to grab your weight and your rod in one hand. Okay, so I put my weight and my rod in one hand. I grab my flasher and my spinner with the other hand. Okay, that makes it so I can move anywhere throughout the boat. Okay, your spinner goes up over your flasher, wraps on it, and then we're tangled. We're not fishing, we're untangling stuff. So, and every time we're tangled, we're watching other boats catching mountains. Remember how I was talking about reeling into 7, okay? The reason we reel into 7, so if you look, there's a line counter on these reels right here. These Okuma reels have the line counter on them. So what you do is you reel all the way up to the tip, and it should say 0 when I'm all the way at the tip of my rod, which this reel does, okay? So when I reel in, I'm gonna stop at 7, put the rod right here in my hip, and just point to the sky. And that'll bring my weight right to me, okay? And then if we're gonna pick up and actually make a move, we'll actually store the rods in the rod stations. So if you guys can remember that. Oh no, we got a tragedy. Scott, I need another glove. Got a glove man on board. Also, if you're getting a bite, say something, okay? Don't let it be a mystery. So you know, addicts, today I literally am pulling my boat out. So we're fishing, pulling my boat out, packing up my moorage slip, heading to the coast, which is going to take me, I don't know, 2.5, 3 hour drive. It's the life of a guide for all of you that want to do it. It's a lot of long days, but I get to do what I love, so.
Yeah, quit your crying.
You're jealous. Oh, you quit your crying. You get to go all over the place.
I know. I'm not crying. Do I?
Oh,
am I crying?
Sniveling.
To the tip.
Reel my hand.
He's reeling, dude.
Keep your rod out a little bit, Aaron. Yeah. Just turn your rod out a little bit and lift your tip up a little. There you go, right there. Reel right there. Just
Kind of real right-handed too. This is new.
just take your time.
I'm left-handed, so this.
Get real close to the edge of the boat.
Rod tip out that way. Easy, easy. Rod tip low to the water. Tip that way.
Put your rod tip out that way and down in the water. There you go. Easy now.
That's a good one.
It's a real nice fish. Rod tip off higher now. A little bit. Okay, tall lift, easy lift, smooth. Lift, 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 lift. Nope. Lift. Rod tip this way. Lift, 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 lift. Woo! Let out some line and grab your weight. See, look, barbless hooks, dude, they just pop. I mean, any tension comes off of those. So this upriver bright here, you can tell by the way it is. No, but you can see how it's got a lot of real small defined spots, defined lateral line, small anal fin. Just a beautiful fish overall. Let's go catch some more of these damn things. It's real important. Here, bring your tag back here to me and I'll help you. Just go add harvest. So it's really important, guys. It's the law that when you catch fish, you do not put a rod back in the water so that fish is tagged. So we're gonna have them tag as fish, and we're gonna get back to fishing, just party fishing. Code's 741. All the rods. Oh my God. Oh, there you go. Wait. Little rod. Thank you. Put your rod up to the right. That's the way. Lower your tip a little. There you go. Reel. Keep reeling. Okay, ready? Tall lift. Tall lift to me. Up over my head. Watch that lead. Ooh, it's a nice fish, dude. Lift. No, not at me. Go that way. Oh, listen, you got to go up. But I'll just scoop him anyways. Look, he's got a cleft palate. He's like missing that whole. It's actually, I'd be curious to see if this is a hatchery fish, because in some hatcheries they clip the maxillary, which is this right here, this little bone. They'll clip that maxillary, and that's what this looks like, is it's a clipped maxillary. But I don't know if it's obviously still got its fin, so it's still wild, but. And it's gonna be the same code, 749. Oh, here we go, back row. Right here, Alex?
Yeah, good.
Come here.
Oh no, oh,
Put in the camera, dude.
that's the right one. Okay.
Yeah, reel it. Reel up to 7 on that and just bring it in the boat. No, you're good. We're gonna let it go, okay? Alright. So this is a 𝗃𝗘𝗟 strain, so we're going to get this loose. There we go. So addicts, super important with these fish. They're coming out of real warm water. We're fishing 68, 69 degree water. So first thing we do is oh, look at this rod getting bit right here. Going on. But as I was saying, we were rudely interrupted by that fish. With this warm water, it's super important that we get them out of the water, we bleed them. You'll see guys hang them in the water and stuff, but it's so bad for your fish. You want to bleed them, get the blood out of them, and get them immediately on ice. It'll make for such a better product when you put it on the table to eat it, and you won't get all warm and mushy on you. So super important, get the blood out, spray them out, and get them on ice as quick as possible.
Fish on.
Hey, coming back. Coming back, way back, guys. Way back. Like way the fuck back. Hey, he's where he's at. He's way under you guys.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. You just grab them.
Are you in him?
Yeah.
I think I am.
I'm gonna have to cut this, dude. It's rough.
All right, cut it. I'll come get it from you. Hey, careful.
And John trying to. Yeah, he's still on there. Nope, he just broke. God. Were you weeded bad? Hey guys, so today's Tackle Tech tip is brought to you by Fish USA. And today we're going to talk a little bit about the 360 fishing and kind of what you're looking for in your rod, and how a 360 Super Series flasher works. So unlike a triangle flasher, which I'm going to grab one, so this is your triangle flasher, right? And it spins on axis, so it turns like this without making a wide revolution. So it's kind of like, you know, in a straight line. A 360 flasher makes a complete rotation. So it has a fin on the bottom of it, and it actually has two fins on the bottom of it, and it makes a complete rotation. So the water hits against that, causing the flasher to rotate like this. Well, a big misconception that people, or probably one of the things people do that, or don't pay attention to enough, is the thump of the rod. And we're trying to always, now everybody's going to have their own scenario, more or less like how their rods work for their gear. Some guys are going to have their rods thump slower, and some guys are going to really have their rods thumping faster, because it's all going to be depicted on your bumper length. So with me, on my setup, I like to see that a little bit slower thump, not quite 1/1000. I would say the consensus by most people is a 1 second thump. And if you look at my rods, we'll look at this rod here because it's such a good, you know, I mean, this is going to give you your best idea because this is the rod I watch the most. But that rod is consistently thumping in about a little bit less than a second per beat. And as you do that, you know that that's what I'm looking for, is to make sure I know that my gear is working. Now, if that rod, if I slow off the throttle, these flashers will start to stall out and they won't make that full rotation, and they'll start to hang and just kind of catch, and they won't rotate all the way over. So it's really important to make sure you do what works best for you as far as the thump, whether it's 1/1000, 1/1000, or if it's a little bit slower, you do a little bit slower thump. For now, as you change your bumper lengths, the shorter in bumper, the faster that thing's going to rotate. The longer the bumper, the slower it's going to rotate. So you may have to adjust your speed in and out for that, you know, to compensate for that. So shorter bumper is going to rotate much faster and more erratic thump. A longer bumper will kind of cause a bigger circle and a slower thump. So everybody's going to have their own perfect scenario for what works best for them in their boat, but it's super important that you pay attention to the thump of the rod, you watch your rod, and once you figure out what's working for you, stick with it, because everybody's, like I said, everybody's going to be different. Some guys are going to want them fast, some guys are going to want them really slow, some guys hang them and just barely get them thumping. So find out what works for you. Hopefully this will help you fish these 360 Super Series flashers better. And don't forget, guys, if you guys want to get your stuff for the 360 setup, whether it be the flashers, the bumpers, the spinners, or whatever we're putting behind them, you can find them at fishusa.com. Thanks, guys. Put in your hip. There you go. Put in your other hip, your left hip. There you go. Easy. Just let it fall. Real. Keep reeling. Take it over here to the end. Good job. Give it some light. Okay, let out your weight. Nice fish. Alright, still get your rod on her head. There it is, Alex. We had to work for this one. We've gone through steelhead, we've gone through toolies, we've gone through missed fish, lost fish. fish that swam by and said, screw you?
Would think.
Oh,
Hey, you got a little bit of blood on you. I like it.
Yeah. Take it out. Go up, guys. Oh, don't do that, you asshole. Her asshole. Hello, fish. Told you I felt it deep in me loins. Addicts. I just said we were gonna catch one. That was crazy. It's like I knew. Attaboy, Scatty. Overcrank, overcrank. He's way behind you. There you go. Ready? Go. Oh, long distance net jib. Yeah. Yeah. That's the best part about barbless hooks is when you net a fish, they literally go ahead. You two need to swap, but you don't get them caught in the net. Alex, are you stepping on my leader? Yep. Thank God, man. You're a good man.
This ain't my first rodeo.
Second.
It's my second rodeo.
Oh, baby. Look at that purple nurple.
Like move it around, like, yeah, just keep moving it around.
I mean, that's like, it's like my old lady's diamond ring.
Bling, bling.
Bling, bling, blow. Bling, bling, blow. Game changers. We're out here.
Oh, I need too. We have 2 heads.
We caught 99% of people kill, you know.
Seriously?
Well, they don't know. I mean, most people are just like, oh, it's a salmon, you know. But there's bright to at least too, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean, essentially, I mean, we can fish it right.
We're gonna have some of those coho openers down there. All right, addicts. Well, that was a fun day. A little bit grindy, a little bit of, we kind of caught, well, we caught a steelhead, we caught a couple toolies. You guys missed this, but we actually got Alex one. We actually got Alex one, but we had a misfortunate turn of events. I was in the middle of a bunch of boats and fish went out of the boat and got caught in the net. I wasn't netting, I'm not pointing any fingers. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys like this type of content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification, give this video a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys on the water. Let's go, baby.